Hi, it's Rebecca with We Live Inspired, and this is the first time that I've ever made a vlog where I'm on camera. Normally, you're seeing videos of the cat colonies that I documented, or, you know, nature videos or things like that. So this is definitely something new for me. But I wanted to hop on to say hi and also to let you know about something new that I'm going to be doing, and it's called the Sparrow Diaries. And the Sparrow Diaries are going to be, I'm going to upload my first one either tonight or tomorrow, sometime soon, and I'm going to be uploading quite frequently, although they are going to be just short videos, probably most of them 5 minutes or less, so they won't take a lot of time to watch, but I think that they're really interesting. And I'm doing it to document it for myself and also maybe to help or inspire others. I basically fell into this. It wasn't expected, but I'm rehabilitating a wild baby bird, which has been identified as a sparrow by a wildlife expert. And I'm really sleep deprived, so if I look tired, I'm on a bird schedule. I basically, let's see, I got this bird Monday night at about 8:30 p.m. and it is now Friday night at 8:30 p.m. and I have been averaging about 2 to 4 hours of sleep a day because in order for this baby bird to survive and live, I have like a 13 to 14 hour feeding schedule where I've had to feed him every 20 to 30 minutes. He was only about 3 days old when he came to me, and so it's a really demanding schedule, and I have to get up at the crack of dawn when the birds start chirping and go to bed, try to go to bed at like 9 o'clock when he, you know, after I've fed him and he's gone to bed, but I don't fall asleep very easily that early in the evening, hence getting not very many hours of sleep before it's time to get up with the bird. But anyway, and I really fell into this. It's not something, I guess I was like the chosen one. The chosen bird lady here, the bird mom. This is not something that I planned on doing. But basically, what happened is my neighbor next door found this baby bird. Well, her dog found it, actually. Her dog showed her where it was, and it was on the pavement next to their grill, and no tree in sight. I mean, no structure. We were looking for a nest. We tried to, of course, the best and first option would be you would want to return the baby to the nest, but we couldn't find a nest. We looked everywhere, and we didn't even know what tree it came from since it was lying on pavement next to a grill. The dog had found it. We didn't want it to be in danger with her dogs. I don't know if, I'm not quite sure what happened. I mean, it was obviously an orphaned bird. I don't know. We have a lot of hawks in the area, a lot of wildlife around here, so I don't know if maybe a hawk or some bird of prey. We have owls too. I don't know if some bird of prey got a hold of the nest and maybe dropped our baby bird on the ground and he got away. You know, or if he got kicked out of the nest somehow and the dog drug him over to that point, but he wasn't damaged. I mean, he didn't have any broken wing or damage or anything, but he was very weak and cold, and when I got him from her, honestly, my husband took one look at this bird and was like, he's not going to make it. He's probably going to die. And I thought when I woke up the next day that I would find a dead bird. And I can't stand to see dead animals because I'm an animal lover. So I was really scared to have to find that in the morning. But much to my surprise, that's not what I found. He made it through the night. And I tried to get him help. Just a little backstory here. Definitely, you know, I'm not an expert. This is my first time rehabilitating a bird, so I tried to get him help with a professional. I called the vet's office first thing in the morning when they opened, and they were like, no ma'am, there's nothing we can do. I'm like, do you have any resources for me? They're like, no, we don't. And I live in a really small town, like in a rural area, so we don't have the resources that a big city would. We don't have a big city nearby. So I called you know, then I called the DNR and I looked online at the DNR for our state and tried to find wildlife rehabilitators, because I didn't even know what type of bird this was at this point. And I wanted to make sure I was doing everything properly legally, because, you know, it's not supposed to be legal to keep some birds. So, and plus I wanted the bird to live and give the bird the best chance that it had. So just so that you all know, throughout this journey, I've followed all the proper protocols. I know how people like to leave comments about that kind of thing, but I've really tried my hardest to find help for the bird. And there was nothing. And even the DNR, the closest wildlife sanctuary and rescue center, is quite a ways away. I called the lady, and she looked up resources and could not find any near to my zip code. She was the closest one. And I could have brought him in, but honestly, I had done so much research on the internet that she told me I was doing everything right. And she identified the bird as a sparrow. Told me that sparrows are pretty hardy as long as I keep him warm and feed him every, 20 to 30 minutes like I had been. But she said that she thought he would make it, and that I could certainly, sparrows are not native to where I live, so that you can certainly legally keep a sparrow, for one thing, if you want to, as a pet, or you can rehabilitate it and put it back, in the wild. But she told me I was doing everything right, and that I have her cell phone number if there's an emergency, if I can't handle it, if I have questions or whatever. And so she's been a great resource to me, and I've been definitely getting help from her somewhat here and there if I need it. But so that's how I kind of landed into this. I wasn't planning on doing something like this, but the neighbor couldn't take care of the bird. I work from home. I have my own business, so I have flexibility. She works outside of the home. She couldn't do a feeding schedule like what I'm doing. And I could not leave this bird for dead. It's just not in me. I had to rescue it. And if you've seen my cat videos, you probably know that I have to do something. I can't be one of those apathetic people that sits by and just says, oh well, nature, let nature take its course. No, I really wanted to save this bird's life. So I've put my own life on hold to be on a bird schedule. And it's rewarding work, and I'm happy to say that the bird is doing well. He's thriving. He's getting stronger. He's going to make it, I'm pretty sure. So I'm really happy about that. And so the Sparrow Diaries are going to be a new series that I'm going to be uploading. I know you're used to seeing cat videos, a lot of you that are my subscribers. And I'm still going to have cat videos because there's a lot of archives of the colony documentation that I haven't even uploaded to YouTube yet. Continuing, updates with me checking in with them now. The cat colony project started back in like 2012, I think. So I'm still going to have that, but really, this YouTube channel, I've never gotten on here and formally introduced myself, but this YouTube channel started out as a companion to my blog, which is weliveinspired.com. And it's really all about finding the inspiration in everyday life and inspired living, and how I live inspired every day, how I create joy in my life every day. And it just so happens that nature and animals and giving back, doing good in the world, are a big part of how I live inspired. So I started using a YouTube channel to upload videos of some of the projects that I've done with helping, giving back, in the form of animals mostly. But there'll be other things in the future. In the future I might be uploading some inspired video or inspired living vlogs. But for now you're going to be seeing, in addition to cat videos, the Sparrow Diaries, and they're going to be the progress of this naked baby bird that has no feathers, and it had its eyes closed at about 3 days old, until he becomes a full-grown, feathered, full-grown bird. I mean, hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for. And I got to get going because he's cheeping in the corner, and it's time for his last feeding before I put him to bed. So be looking for some sparrow videos soon, and I hope that you'll be inspired by them and have fun watching them. And this is my first time saying hi to you on video, so hello, thank you if you're one of my subscribers for being here, and we'll be in touch. See you later. Bye-bye.